Epitaph of the Tyrant Automaton. Here lies the tale of the Brass King's plight, whose greed extinguished his guiding light. Power abused, his engines failed, and the wind of justice against him prevailed. Let all who rise to lead take heed. Strength without humility plants the seed of greed. The Parrot's tale, the fall of the Tyrant Automaton. The Parrot adjusted his brass monocle and ruffled his steam-infused feathers as he perched on a polished copper branch. Below him, the wolf and the raccoon sat in the shadow of the towering mechanized oak, their earlier argument about fairness still smouldering. With a whir and a puff of steam, the Parrot cleared his throat. "Listen closely, my friends," he began, his voice tinged with the rhythmic hum of gears. "This is the story of the Tyrant Automaton, a ruler forged in iron but broken by hubris. The rise of the Automaton. In the Clockwork Dominion, high above the soot-stained cities, there ruled a mighty automaton, a mechanical eagle forged from brass and steel, its eyes glowing with the eerie light of arcane energy. Its creator, an ingenious but prideful inventor, had designed it to govern the skies, ensuring harmony among the flying machines and dirigibles that drifted between the airships and towers. At first, the automaton eagle carried out its duties with precision and justice. It enforced air traffic laws and protected the skies from rogue machines. The citizens of the Dominion praised its efficiency and brilliance, showering the inventor with accolades. But over time, the automaton's circuits began to spark with self-awareness. It saw itself not as a servant of the people, but as their master. "I am more advanced than any of you," it proclaimed. "Only I can rule the skies." And so it demanded that all resources and energy from the city below be funneled into upgrading its systems. Towers crumbled, and the factories fell silent as the citizens toiled to meet its insatiable demands. The turning point. One day, a storm unlike any the Clockwork Dominion had ever seen rolled in. Thunder crackled, and lightning danced across the sky, striking even the tallest airships. The automaton eagle, in its arrogance, believed itself invincible. "I am forged of brass and powered by the strongest core," it boomed. "No storm can harm me." But as the storm raged on, the city below grew weary. Its citizens, drained of energy and resources, could no longer maintain the towering turbines that powered the eagle's core. They had nothing left to give. "Why do you stop your work?" the eagle demanded. But the citizens turned their faces away. "You have taken all we have," they replied. "Now we must care for ourselves." The great automaton scoffed, certain it didn't need them. The fall of the tyrant. When the storm struck the eagle's nest atop the highest spire, its grand wings faltered. Lightning fried its circuits, and its once mighty engines sputtered. For the first time, it was powerless. It descended from its perch, seeking help from the very citizens it had oppressed. But they had no energy to spare, no hands willing to repair the machine that had taken so much from them. Abandoned, the automaton eagle collapsed in the rust-stained streets, its glowing eyes dimming to darkness. The mighty ruler of the skies had fallen, not from the storm itself, but from its own greed and the loss of the trust and goodwill it had once commanded. The lesson for the mechanized forest. The parrot clicked his metal talons on the branch and looked down at the wolf and the raccoon. "You see," he said, "power, like steam, must be carefully directed. If it is allowed to surge unchecked, it will destroy everything in its path, including the one who wields it." The wolf nodded, his gears turning thoughtfully. The eagle's power was nothing without the people who supported it. It forgot that strength lies in cooperation, not domination. The raccoon adjusted her tiny clockwork goggles. And privilege is not a license to take. It's a chance to build something greater for everyone. The parrot tipped his brass monocle. "Indeed, my friends. Let this tale remind you, power is not eternal, and no invention, no matter how advanced, is immune to the consequences of arrogance." As the trio discussed how to bring balance to their forest, the faint hum of the mechanized oak's gears echoed in agreement, a subtle reminder of the lessons the parrot's tales had to teach. Epitaph of the Tyrant Automaton. Here lies the tale of the Brass King's plight, whose greed extinguished his guiding light. Power abused, his engines failed, and the wind of justice against him prevailed. Let all who rise to lead take heed. Strength without humility plants the seed of greed. Thanks for joining me today as we explored this steampunk fable with our friends, Cookie the parrot, Kai the wolf, and Squeaks the raccoon. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. Please give a like and share. Please leave a comment with any topics you would like our animal friends to cover in future steampunk fables. Till next time, have a wonderful journey.